Other fucking werewolf movies that I remember I've seen that were bad. Let's take a look at this werewolfmovies.com website. So I don't want to miss any. You know, there might be another one that might pop in my head that I remember. Oh, how could I forget that? Howling IV, the original Nightmare. One of the first werewolf movies I had ever seen. Seriously, one of the first werewolf movies I had ever seen was Howling IV, the original Nightmare. I caught it on Sci-Fi Channel when Sci-Fi Channel was still spelled SCI-FI. Like, you know, it made sense, not this fucking hipster bullshit. SYFY. What the fuck is that? It's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother video. But anyway, I caught it in... I don't even know why I sat through. It was late at night, I guess. I just wanted to see how it ended. I wanted to see a fucking werewolf. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see a werewolf. So I was like, it's a Howling movie. There should be werewolves, right? And I was about, you know, getting through the commercial breaks, an hour in, no werewolf. I'm like, I decided to sit through it because I wanted to see if there really was going to be a fucking werewolf. I'm like, is there going to be a fucking werewolf in this movie? This is Howling IV. There should be a fucking werewolf in this movie. So I'm going through it some more. Of course, it's one of the first I saw, but it's not the first because I'd seen American Werewolf and The Howling before Howling IV. And so finally get the last 3 or 5 minutes or so, there's a fucking werewolf. I'm like, wow! And then it like gets killed, and I'm like, wow, fuck this movie. Fuck Howling IV, the original Nightmare. More on that later when I get to reviewing the Howling franchise. That is a total fucking turd burger of a movie, man. It's boring, it's lackluster, it's slow-paced, and the werewolf doesn't show up until the last 5 minutes. So yeah, that's a fucking great werewolf movie right there. Anyway, another one I can think of. Oh god, this fucking thing. I don't even know if it's really truly a werewolf movie, but it has wolf in the title. This is one of the strangest, absolutely weirdest, most depraved, and honestly shittiest movies I remember seeing in a long time. I downloaded it off like VHD, I think, a while ago, and like I sat through it one night just because I was like, whatever, what the fuck. I saw a clip from it, and it like parodied Poltergeist, and that's the reason why I was interested in it. And the film is called Curse of the Queerwolf. I'm not making it up. It's called Curse of the Queerwolf. Yep. There's a movie out there, folks, that is called Curse of the Queerwolf. Yeah, very offensive, but not really funny. Just low-budget fucking bullshit. A man is bitten by a transvestite and finds himself becoming that which he feared most, the Queerwolf. Yeah, like he literally starts getting all limp-wristed and stuff, and gets freaking girly fingernails, and you know, it's like eyelashes grow on his face, you know, and longer eyelashes go on his eyelids, and lipstick and all this shit, and he talks like he's gay, and he, you know, this sort of sight gags like gay people have bandanas or something in their pants to show that they're straight or gay or bi or whatever, or fucking I don't care. The movie sucked. The Poltergeist parody was, instead of they're here, it says they're queer, and I'm like, yeah, this movie was. I think, I swear to God, I could have seen Trauma releasing this, but I guess they didn't. It's somebody else, but yeah. It's one movie that, yes, I have seen some fucking bad shit in my time, and Curse of the Queerwolf is definitely one of them. If you think it sounds interesting to you, go right ahead. Please do. Waste your fucking time. So yeah, that's Curse of the Queerwolf. That was fucking awful. That's it for the 80s stuff. I'm gonna check out the 90s films here they have listed on the Werewolf website. Fucking Howling VII. Howling VII, New Moon Rising, a movie that's extremely hard to find. I think I have a VHS in Oklahoma, but I don't know for sure. I know I had it in my hands one time and I didn't buy it because I heard how fucking awful it is. How it's literally just written, produced, and directed by the same guy who's some country bumpkin who somehow got the rights to The Howling to make some... Excuse me, that's what happens when I think of shitty werewolf movies. They give me indigestion. So sorry for grossing you out there. It wasn't my, it wasn't my intention. But anyway, fucking Howling 7 and New Moon Rising, fucking awful ass movie. It's only like an hour and a half. I know Joe Bob Briggs did like a thing with it on Up All Night one time, and I think there's a link on VHD that's the Joe Bob Briggs version, with segments from Monster Vision. So that's probably would be a better time, but still probably wouldn't have been safe in the film. A fucking god-awful movie, which is just slow, boring, and it combines two things I absolutely abhor. These two things together are just like the fucking cinematic apocalypse for me. So it combines fucking country music and shitty horror movies. Great. I've already sat through heavy metal horror films that suck. I don't want to sit through a country music horror film. I hate country music. Maybe some of the recent stuff's okay, but I don't like the old "Where my baby went down the river and I fucking can't stand it. Cannot stand it. It's like Mars Attacks. It's just playing that fucking song with the dude that makes the aliens' heads explode. That's me with the fucking old country music. So you have that shit in this movie. You have barely to no action. You have shitty werewolf effects. You have fucking country line dancing scenes. I'm not making this shit up. It's fucking nothing. The movie's basically 90% filler and maybe 2% werewolf. It's a fucking terrible movie. And it's definitely one of the worst werewolf films. And I could definitely say it's the worst Howling movie. Howling sequel. This movie, Project Metal Beast. I have it on this list, and it's a movie that I have on VHS in Oklahoma. It's got Barry Bostwick in it from Megaforce, and Kane Hodder actually plays the werewolf in this, the Metal Beast. And that's about as cool as it's gonna get. The Metal Beast looks cool, but the Metal Beast doesn't do jack shit in this movie. More like Metal Dick. It's too busy dicking around with its metal dick to be badass. It's just an absolute fucking atrocious movie. It's just totally one of those missed opportunities. And I feel so bad because I gave it, my seal of recommendation to one of my best friends, and I watched it with him and another friend of mine, and we were like, this sucks. And he was giving me shit throughout the whole movie. Like, you said this was good. I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't know. I was fucking high. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I must have confused it with another werewolf movie. Another movie called Project Metal Beast, because this isn't good. So, no, it is not good. It's a good idea. Werewolf with fucking metal skin. But the movie itself sucks ass. It sucks. It's so shitty. It literally, barely nothing happens. Kane Hodder is a good casting choice, but he has nothing to do. You get a climax where the werewolf gets his leg blown off with a bazooka, and then that's pretty much all you need to know. All you need to know about Project Metal Beast. Wasted opportunity. It needs a remake. Please, the director of Dog Soldiers, let's have Neil Marshall direct the remake of Project Metal Beast. Have multiple Metal Beasts running around. How badass would that? You can combine that idea with Dog Soldiers 2. Holy shit. Dog Soldiers, werewolves with fucking metal skin? Sign me up for that movie. Please. Facing off against Kevin McKidd? That'd be awesome. Anyway, yeah, that one was pretty fucking shitty. Definitely a letdown, and definitely was lame. I don't remember seeing much in the year 2000 in terms of werewolf movies. Oh, Ginger Snaps, but I like that one. Dog Soldiers is good. Dark Wolf. Fucking Dark Wolf. Now I remember that fucking piece of shit. God damn it. I forgot what the cover art looked like. I'm just now seeing the Dark Wolf cover art again, and I'm seeing the synopsis. An erotic thriller with a werewolf. I'm like, oh god, that fucking piece of fucking shit. Dark Wolf. That movie sucked ass. Combines two things I don't combine. It basically is an erotic thriller with a werewolf, and I hate erotic thrillers. Like my friend Matt said in a commentary one time, we did on Box Office Fails talking about, Color of Night. If I want to see fucking porn, I'll just watch fucking porn. I don't want to watch fucking a thriller with my porn. It's not very thrilling. It's not very compelling. It's fucking lame as fuck. I know I'm swearing a lot, folks, but that's what happens when I go into rants. I just fucking lose my goddamn mind. So yeah, Dark Wolf. Fucking dark turd is more like it. Dark shit. Dark shitter. Fucking terrible movie. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I haven't seen Van Helsing in a while, but I saw it in the theater and haven't seen it since. I remember it being bad then. I mean, I need to give it another look, but I just remember the effects being awful. The CGI was just not any good. It was bad. And I remember it having the gayest Dracula I've ever seen. I mean, man, that Dracula was literally... no offense to gays out there. I have a gay friend. I've known him for a long time. But man, if that Dracula in that movie needs to get out of the closet, if he hasn't already, because he's that fucking, because he's literally, he's blindingly homosexual in that movie. So I don't really remember much of Van Helsing, except I think Hugh Jackman becomes a werewolf and he fights one of the guys, remember correctly. So yeah, Skinwalkers, yeah, man, Skinwalkers is such a disappointment. Skinwalkers is a movie that... one of the last films that Stan Winston worked on. And it had a cool idea, different take on werewolves, but it's not any good. It's PG-13, so it's hamstrung by its, PG-13 rating, so it's not able to be gory, it's not able to go all out. Ultimately, the really low-key makeup effects aren't really that impressive. And ultimately, the film isn't really much of anything. It's not memorable, the cast isn't particularly the greatest. There's really not anything you can really say about Skinwalkers that you walk out of the theater or walk out of the experience sitting through the film like, this was great. That never happens. I don't think there's anybody I can think of that has said that when it comes to the Skinwalkers. So yeah, Skinwalkers was a letdown. I would definitely say one of the worst.